Wow. Talk about killer heels. The words were out of my mouth before I could stop them. I dropped my head for a moment, then recovered. I can't believe I said that. Open-mouthed, I stared at the body of a young woman sprawled across the hood of a candy apple red Ferrari on display in our dealership. The heel of one of this holiday season's signature Jimmy Choos embedded in her neck. "I can," growled Paxton Dane, the man who had summoned me to the scene, and the only other living, breathing human within shouting distance at this ungodly hour of the morning. His tone held a not-so-gentle chiding. Truth be told, he was right. Very bad form. Normally I had a better filter, but tonight it was on the fritz. At least I had an excuse. Murder always made me twitchy. "Death by Jimmy Choo," I babbled, riding a building wave of panic. Well, at least she went out with style. The words and thoughts gathered like dark clouds heralding an impending storm. This is clearly a new twist on the stiletto as a murder weapon theme, don't you think? And can't you just hear Sherlock Holmes now? "Come, Watson, murder's afoot." I choked back a nervous giggle, but was singularly unable to rein in my runaway foot and mouth disease. What had the poor woman done to deserve such a hasty exit? Better yet, who could have done such a thing? "It's come, Watson. The game's afoot," growled Dane. "And you need to put a sock in it." Again, he was right, but I wasn't about to tell him so. I wondered who the dead woman was, and how had the Vegas magic so deserted her? At Dane's scowl, I swallowed the comment on the tip of my tongue. "The sock reference was unintentional." He raised a finger, silencing me. He knew me far too well for my comfort level. When he was sure he had my attention, he continued, "And if you still can't stifle yourself—" I struggled to get a grip. Focusing on breathing, I gulped steady, even, deep lungfuls of air. Finally, the morbid comedian in me beat feet. Okay, maybe not. Clamping my lips together, I tried to think. Any way I looked at this situation, it was so not good. 3 a.m., a closed and presumably locked Ferrari dealership, in my hotel no less, a dead woman, a ruined shoe, and somehow, all of it had landed in my lap. Not entirely unusual, but certainly unappreciated. My name is Lucky O'Toole, and I'm the Vice President of Customer Relations for the Babylon, Las Vegas's most over-the-top strip casino resort. Drowning in the aftermath of a still deep and turbulent romantic tsunami, I had recently taken temporary residence in smaller quarters in the hotel, a decision I was currently rethinking.